Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another. Today we're going to go over the Day 2 teaser for our upcoming festival, which we will find out tomorrow. Here's the teaser for today. It's kind of an odd one. It's just a picture of Liz, and then a picture of Bartra, who is Liz's father. That is it, which is kind of odd. Of course, oh, that was Day 3 teaser I accidentally clicked on. Yeah, it's kind of odd, but there could be some meaning to it. Once again, Odin sort of looks like, I guess, a combination of the two. I don't really know. If we go to replay story, sub or side story, we gotta go for like the truth revealed. I think it's the truth revealed. That's all we can see. I'm just gonna quickly skip through all of this, because if you don't skip through this, if you press the skip button, it actually skips the animation as well on the replay. There you go. There you go. No. But yeah, there is a few it's going to be, most likely Odin. That's my current thought. Or it's hinting towards an older goddess, maybe? Because if not, it'll be Odin here, this is the scene from the Ragnarok story, where Odin gets revealed. But yeah, there's not many choices. Once again, it can't be a sin. It can't be a catastrophe, because they did announce it was basically, they basically confirmed it to be Ragnarok. Actually, no, maybe it could be Odin because of, like, an old man, and Liz is a goddess, so an old god, basically. Possibly. Yeah, but apart from that, there's not really much else to it. It can't be a catastrophe, can't be Ragnarok. Oh, sorry, it has to be Ragnarok, which means there's not much on the table. If you see people saying, oh, it's going to be a sin, it can't be a sin, because yesterday's hint confirmed it to be a Ragnarok characteristic character. Which means we haven't really got much to work with. Of course, you've got Loki as well, who we got introduced to last chapter, and it can quite easily be a character that we've not even been shown yet in the story. It's happened many a times where we've had characters released who have not been shown in the story. Once again, still the woman from the Ragnarok story I was talking on about. I don't know who she is. She could be. I'm pretty sure she's actually related to this lady here, or they know each other to some degree. But yeah, there's not much, honestly. I can't speculate. Oh, this means this and this means that, because they're so vague. Especially this one as well. This one doesn't really seem like a hit. They've just sort of shown two characters and be like, don't know. You know, you showed you Ragnarok yesterday, which was quite a massive hint. It took off catastrophes completely off the table, which means I don't actually know when we're going to next see catastrophes, because we haven't really got many slots left. If you look at it realistically, we do have the slot before end of year banner, but that's normally reserved for, I'd say, probably a Fortnite character now, or you know, a normal Sins character, because that's what it normally is. Not saying they can't change it up, because you know they do. They like to change things up in Marvel sometimes. So yeah, we don't know what we could expect. I just don't see. If it is Odin, I see that being actually kind of weird, because Ragnarok story, they said, well, a couple of years ago actually now, they said Ragnarok story was going to end soon. Of course, you would assume Odin would be the final character they released to end the story. But we haven't had Loki, we haven't had Fenrir, we haven't had Heimdall, we haven't had Odin, like this. We haven't had so many characters, and there's probably many more they've got to release. It's just, I know we're getting 2 Ragnarok banners now, so once again, we know the festival's Ragnarok, and it has been confirmed that part 2 is also Ragnarok, which means they could be getting towards the end, but maybe not at the end. I say we're realistically looking at 2 new named Ragnarok characters, so they won't be anyone we've currently got, and they'll probably be completely new characters, new outfits, new everything. That would just be my guess. Probably also having the god characteristic as well. But yeah, the goddess one and that just only gives me the thought of Odin or an older goddess, but then still like from Ragnarok story, it's just kind of a really odd one. It just looks very much like Odin, which is okay. He's going to be probably unknown. I doubt they would make him goddess. They could quite easily, you know, it's Net Marvel. They do funky stuff like that. Freya's unknown, she's not a goddess. Heroic does make a goddess, but that's only for Nidhogg. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to find out. Let me know your thoughts on what do you think it's going to be, because we will find out tomorrow, which of course I won't have a video out until the stream's over and the patch notes are out. But yeah, it does seem like it's probably going to be an Odin, which isn't too bad. I just think it's kind of an odd time to release Odin, especially when we're not at the end of the story. Maybe we're closing to it, but we're not at the end of the story yet. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.